Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about Ares, Nintendo Switch, Zelda, and Call of Duty. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about multi-system emulator Ares, and Ares just got a brand new update. At the time of filming, version 1.32 has just released. This is Ares' first release of 2023 and first release since December, so it really hasn't been that long, but this is a pretty big update. A total of 9 contributors have created 179 commits to the codebase. Included in this update are some GUI improvements. For example, the recent games list has been updated to show the system name alongside the game names in the recent games list, avoiding confusion when the same title is available on multiple systems. There's now a radio button for screen scaling. They've improved CHD support, and they've also fixed save states. Before, when one core was tweaked, it would break every single save state for every single core, and hopefully that's no longer. On top of that, there's been a whole bunch of improvements to a whole bunch of different systems, like the Atari 2600, WonderSwan, NES, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, N64, SNES, Sega Mega Drive, Sinclair ZX, and SNK Neo Geo. Oh, and also the PlayStation. Ares is 100% free. It's open source. It's available on Windows, Mac, and Linux, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below. I do recommend checking it out. And speaking about open source, next up we're talking about something that takes open source code and closes it and tries to sell it on the Google Play Store. We're talking about a cockroach that just doesn't seem to die or go away, Damon Switch. And Damon Switch is back on the Google Play Store. There are 2 different versions here. The free version, which does contain ads and already has over 1,000 downloads. And the Pro version, which costs money and also has ads in it and has already over 10 downloads. So not a whole lot, and hopefully it doesn't really increase from here. At this point in time, I don't recommend Damon PS2 or Damon Switch or whatever else they put on the Google Play Store. I'm assuming PS3 might be around the corner. I don't expect that one to work either, and I expect that one to be crammed full of ads and to be kind of questionable in the first place, but we'll see if that ever happens. If this is your first time catching one of my videos and you're wondering which Switch emulator on Android to get, I only recommend Skyline. It's free and it's open source, and you can pick it up at skyline-emu.1. Next up, we're talking about Call of Duty Mobile, and hopefully you haven't spent a whole bunch of money on the game, because apparently it's being phased out. However, on a positive note, which could end up being a negative note depending on when they communicate the date, there is no current date that they're going to be phasing this out. They've just mentioned it's going to be phased out over time, so you still might have some time to play it. Call of Duty Mobile is going to be replaced with Warzone Mobile, which is scheduled to be released sometime this year. But moving on from that, we're still talking about releases here, and this time about something completely unexpected. Snes9x just got a brand new release, the first one in a couple of years. So at the time of filming, version 1.61 is the latest release, and this one is interesting. They say it's a small release for a bunch of little things that have accumulated over time. Big changes behind the hood are a change of the tile renderer so that it builds much quicker. And also, there's a new macOS port that has been completely rewritten. Snes9x is available for Windows, Linux, Mac, and also as a RetroArch core. It's 100% free and open source, and I do recommend it. It's pretty easy to run. I'll drop a link to the GitHub in the description below in the event that you wanted to go through the changelog or try it out. Next up, we're talking about something that has released a few days ago, but I completely missed it. Someone sent me the heads up, and I might have missed that message altogether. Anyways, the Ship of Arcinian have released a brand new update for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time PC port. So at the time of filming, version 6.1.0 is the latest version, and there's a whole bunch of bug fixes and tweaks with this one, including some randomizer stuff. And they also added in support for the metal render on Mac. If you are curious about the Ship of Arcinian, I've done a few videos on it, and they've done some videos as well. I'll drop a link to their YouTube channel in the description below, and also to their website. If you wanted to pick this one up, you do have to go through their Discord. And last up here, we're quickly talking about a game I didn't realize existed, or completely forgot existed. Excitebike Mario Battle Stadium. This was a Satellaview exclusive and looks extremely interesting. This game was released back in 1997 in 4 different parts, or 4 different episodes. Episode 1 features Mario, Luigi, and Toad. Episode 2 adds Wario. Episode 3 adds Princess Peach, and Episode 4 replaces Luigi with Yoshi. Honestly, this game looks super exciting and super interesting, and one day I'm gonna try it out. If you've tried this game out, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.